Jesus Christ. Superstar.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. Welcome to That's Showbiz, baby. I'm your erstwhile host, Megan J. Biggs, and I'm here with, sorry, what was your name?
Mademoiselle Kayte Von. Bonjour.
Right. Yes. So today we are talking about the hell dimension known as online dating. I think the first thing that we should talk about is like our pet peeves in profiles.
Oh god, there's so many.
Oh my god, there's so many. Where do I even fucking begin?
Fish.
Stop with the fish!
Because here's the thing, when guys take photos of them holding a fish, that's a photo for them and their boys. Why are you showing us? We don't care.
Okay. Here's my thing. They must think that it attracts us, like,
well, yeah,
there must be a reason.
I provide.
You provide a fish?
Okay, but
that's disgusting. I hate fish.
I hate fish
if he was holding a chicken, way different story. Why are there no pictures of dudes holding chickens? I would be like, yes.
Just go to the supermarket, boys. Yeah. Grab a frozen chicken. Take some photos. Gold.
But, like, take it out of its package and then pose with it.
Slimy, yet satisfying. I think the other side of it, though, is, yes, I don't understand fish photos, but it's often because those guys don't have photos of them.
That's, like the only photo they have.
Yeah.
Is the one where they're holding a fish.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my other thing. Men, please, I'm begging you, learn how to take selfies. It is not rocket science.
It's true.
I saw they're like way down here, and then they have like 8 chins, and I'm like, why?
And they're not even making a face.
Why?
It's like they just happen to notice their phone, and they're like, huh? Okay, my other favorite is the mirror photos, though.
Oh, yes.
They're so bad. This one guy took it, and he was holding his phone in front of his face. With both hands.
No, stop.
But in the mirror.
Men who say that they're unjabbed and proud of it.
Oh, yeah, the unvaxxed. My favorite was one guy, he was listing all the things of what he requires in a mate. And one was, if you're vaxxed, then you may as well swipe. What way is it? The wrong
left?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my latest thing that I've started doing, because I'm a complete instrument of chaos, is I'll swipe right, and they always swipe right on me. I don't know why.
Because they love you.
I have it right in my profile.
Yeah.
If you don't vote NDP, we're probably not going to get along.
Yeah.
But these people swipe right on me all the time. So, like, whatever, it's their funeral. So then they'll swipe right, and then I'll message them and be like, hey, just thought your profile would be more impactful if you would spell the words right.
That's so mean.
I know. And it gives me so much joy. I can't explain it.
Is it bad that sometimes... This is so bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll swipe right on a guy that I know has swiped on me. And let him message me and then block him.
Why?
I just want to put them in their place because it's the type of guy that you can tell thinks he's the shit.
Oh, wow.
And so
that's why.
Yeah, and so I just block him after he messages me. And I'm sure he doesn't even care.
You're doing the Lord's work, Kate.
I know, you're welcome.
Putting them in their place. Suck it. Other pet peeves is when they don't have any pictures of their face or body at all.
Oh, yeah. Or when they just showing memes or something.
Or, like, okay, this is the one that bugs me the most. They just have pictures of trucks.
Yeah.
Why? Just tonight. What's that from?
Just for now, Emotion Heat.
Yeah?
Do you want to? I'm going to the pool.
Open the door. We want to see your face.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going today?
So I didn't know you were recording. I hope it wasn't just me in the background being like, "Oh, see."
I hope it is. Oh, now he's like, "Oh, I gotta get away! I gotta get away! I gotta get away!"
Okay, help me, please. Hand
Ow.
this furry creature of malevolence. Henry, you need to stop that. Stop that shit. You fucking animal.
Back to...
Yeah, when they have pictures of their trucks, that's the worst. Another thing that I really hate is if during their profile, all they do is complain about either women or online dating in general.
Yeah, I love the ones where they tell you how you need to be.
Yeah.
Just be like,
girls that wear too much makeup can't attract a man. And I'm like, look,
if you wear yoga pants, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm not out here being like, men need to stop wearing yoga pants. Like,
I'm literally sitting at home, like, probably in pajamas or underwear, shoving, like, terrible food in my face, and I look like a gremlin, and I'm swiping on Tinder. You really are gonna throw a fit about yoga pants?
Yeah, that's what you're doing? That's how you're choosing to spend your time. Okay.
Though my also favorite is this only happened once, but it sticks in my memory forever, was this man who was a dad of, I think, 2 or 3 girls, and he's like, I have daughters, so I know what you kind like.
You kind?
Which there's...
Like you're a separate species?
Well, and there's many problems with here, because he's talking about a possible mate and relating that back to understanding because he has daughters. And
that's not...
terrifies
me.
Then he went on to describe what women like, and it was just horrific, and I actually reported him because he creeped me out.
Yeah, you need to report that shit. That's out of control. My other thing that I hate is if the guy immediately starts talking about what a piece of shit he is or how unattractive he is. I'm like,
that's true.
Can you not? We all have those feelings. We're just keeping them inside. Why can't you just keep it inside? Like the rest of us.
No, if I'm talking to somebody and I'm like seriously interested and everything, then there will get to a point where I will inquire about insecurities.
Yeah. Wait till the inquiry. Don't lead with that.
Yeah, no, leading with that is not a good look at all.
Yeah. In fact, I never want to know about your insecurities. Just keep it to yourself until you die.
You can tell me. Don't tell me.
You can tell Kate. Don't tell me. There will be no sympathy here. I'm just kidding. I'm not that horrible yet.
Well, I think we should state too. Like, we have 2 very different wants on Tinder.
What do you want on Tinder?
I have mine just listed as friends. I just want to make connections.
Oh.
And it's okay.
Sexy connections?
It's okay if
Connections sections?
No, I put that on purpose because I got so fucking tired of all the fuck boys. Where I'm like, I actually want to meet people. Like,
yeah.
I don't want just to fuck. And so it just got annoying after a while, so that's why I changed it to friends. But still, dudes, like, it will be like 2 sentences in and they're like, so... and I'm just like, no.
That has happened to me. But I'm just like, I don't want, like, no.
Walk.
Like, if you have such a bad personality that you need to ask that 2 sentences in, then, and you can't learn how to connect in an hour or less, I'm sorry.
No.
It's just not going to happen.
No.
I have never, ever, ever, in any lifetime, ever touched anyone. Anyways.
Yeah, me neither. I think one thing too, like, I always try to look at the other side of things, and Tinder makes me really sad. Because it is, like, look how many of us literally just want human connection, human touch, intimacy. Like, we're all craving these things, and a lot of us go about it the wrong way. Hence why
Are we looking for love in all the wrong places?
But it's just,
Tinder.
It makes me sad to just see our world like that. Of just like, we're such lonely people. I'm in there.
Look at all the lonely people. You and John Lennon, am I right, ladies? Here's my question for you, though.
Yes.
Do you think it was better how they did it back in the day? Like, they would, like, go out to a bar or something. And then be like, oh, my friend thinks you have a really nice butt. And then maybe they would go
like having a wingman?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think there is one way of anything. I think definitely, quote unquote, back in the day, when we didn't have technology to aid, that at least people communicated a lot better.
Yeah.
Like, people had better communicating skills.
Yeah.
Where now it's so not there.
Now it's like, I have basic communicating skills, and so every guy I talk to is like, wow, you're really communicating. And I'm like, dude.
Dude, I just said hello.
He's like, wow, you're amazing. Got any fries to go with that shake? Gross, disgusting. Let's share a few stories. Here's the thing, though. With all the different apps out there, I've only ever had real luck on Tinder, which is weird.
I've tried a couple others, and I immediately was like, no. I did one. I can't remember what it was called, but it was just for women.
Her?
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
And I got too scared.
I'm on her. Yeah, women are terrifying.
As soon as I matched with some, I'm like, oh God, I don't know how to talk to you.
Like hide under the bed.
Basically.
It's so much easier to deal with men because they're not like, with women, you have to like convince them of why they want to be there. With men, they're just like, hey, thanks for nominating me. It's an honor just to be included. So,
I don't think I've had actually horror stories or amazing.
You don't have any funny stories? Oh my God. Shall I answer alphabetically or chronologically?
You start. I might have something pop in my head.
Okay. Should I start with a good one or a bad one? Bad. Okay. So, this happened recently. First of all, I developed a serial killer assessment quiz that I now take with me on all of my dates.
Love it.
So there's 3 sections. It's multiple choice. First section is basic things like la la la. Do you like Jordan Peterson? This, that, and the other thing. And it's like, have you been vaccinated, etc., etc. And then the last section is like, what children's books are you familiar with? This is how. Hey, do you know what?
I'm not judging you.
Serial killer.
I'm totally judging you.
Anyone who likes the Paper Bag Princess simply cannot be a serial killer. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So anyways, don't knock the quiz, because it totally works. So the first question that was like red flag o'clock was when I was like, what do you think of Jordan Peterson? And the multiple choice answers were like, he's really helped me a lot in my life, or B, he's a misogynist douchebag who covers his racism with thinly veiled intellectualism. Spoiler alert, he did not choose the correct answer. He said Jordan Peterson had really made a difference in his life. And I said, oh, how so, sir? And he said that he used to have all these health problems, but then he heard about Jordan Peterson's all-meat diet. So he tried Jordan Peterson's all-meat diet and it cured all his health problems.
Of course it did.
I should have left right there. That's what I should have done. But I was like, well, maybe Jordan Peterson just helped him with his health problems. And that's fine. Like, that's fine. I was like, do you know that Jordan Peterson said this and this and this and this? And he's like, well, I don't know about that. I don't care about that. Which also is a very, like, privilegey kind of thing to say. Like, it doesn't matter to you because it doesn't need to matter to you.
You can just pick and choose what you want.
You can just pick and choose what you want because you're a white guy. Anyways, so that happened and I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep on going. So then I'm asking him, do you have a lot of friends? And he just kind of shrugs his shoulders and says, I don't know. I said, okay.
Yep.
Then I move on to the next question.
Wait. What?
I know! That's what I said!
That's not an answer.
That's what I said. And then we got to the question, because I just literally hate it so much how guys cannot dress themselves. I'm like, this is not, like, just get a pair of pants and a shirt that matches. Like, why? I am not your mother. So anyways, I asked him, do you know which clothes look good on you? He goes, I don't know, shrugs his shoulders, and I was like, okay, another red flag, it's fine. Let's keep going. Then we get to the question, are you vaccinated? And he says, oh, absolutely not. And I say, care to elaborate? Which I should not have fucking asked. I should have just gotten up and walked out. Anyways, this guy was like, he was like a deep cut conspiracy theorist.
Oh my gosh.
And he started going on and on.
Can we get him on our podcast?
Oh my god. Okay. No. Because I would fucking murder him if I ever saw him again.
I want to dissect his brain.
Yeah. So I was saying things like, he was going on and on and on and on, and I was trying to, like, end the conversation so that I could leave. And I was like, okay, like, it's no offense, but it's gonna be a no from me. Like, I have immunocompromised people. I can't just be fucking around like that. And then he's like, well, it wouldn't help them anyway if I was vaccinated. And I was like, okay, well, let's move over. It's like, you don't really get to make that call, sir. I'm sorry. Do you have a medical degree?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He's just a man who Googles and does his own research. And I was like, oh, this is fucking crazy. So I'm like, he's kind of using the, like, women are polite thing to, like, keep me captive there. So he knows that I'm not going to do something crazy, like stand up and be like, I'm out of here. And so he knows that he can keep talking. And so he does. And then after a while, it just, like, got to a point where I just had to defy society conventions, and in the middle of a sentence, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And I just walked.
That's good.
Oh, but he was horrible. He was so bad. Okay, so that's one horrible story. Another story, I had been talking to this guy for a really long time. It seemed like a really long time. I think it was more like a month, but we, like, talked every day from, like, morning till night.
That's
so
a long time.
It felt like we were, like, you know, pals, at least. So this was in the year of our Lord 2021. I was essentially squatting at my parents' condo in Victoria because I was very mentally unwell. And I was just like, I can't deal with these people. And I hadn't seen my family in about a year at that point. So at one day I just packed my shit up and just, like, drove to Victoria. Not all in one day because I have chronic fatigue. So I drove there in, like, 5 days, but I got there eventually. And so then I was staying with my parents, and I was just like, I don't want to be back in Calgary. I'm not getting along with this person and this person. I just want to hang out with my mom, because my mom always does what I want to do. And that's the kind of energy I need to be around right now. So anyway, I'm staying there. And so I'm on Tinder, and I'm kind of swiping on guys in the area. And so then I started talking to this guy. After a while, we're like, yeah, we should definitely hang out. So one weekend, my parents were out of town. And this felt so, like, okay. So I was, like, whatever, how old I was. 34, 35 at the time, and I felt like a 16-year-old girl. I was like, my parents are out of town for the weekend. Like, it was so ridiculous. So kind of online dating safety is you go to a public place first and you talk for an hour, and then if that goes well, then you might go on another date. But we have been talking for so long, and you should not do this. Do not do this.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's fine for him to just come over to my parents' condo. God, I hope he never listen to this. So I invited him over to my condo. And I told Steph and someone else I was doing this, and Steph was like, whoa, don't do that. She was like, just don't do that. She's like, what you need to do first, you just need to go do, like, a little activity together so you can size them up. Sure. Things are completely different when you're in person, blah, 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 blah. And I was really tired, which is why I just kind of wanted him to come over to the condo, because I was like, I do not have the energy to go out for coffee with someone, barf. But then I was like, oh yeah, maybe we'll do, like, a little activity first. And so my Uncle Bob was out in Renfrew, and someone, either Uncle Bob or my parents, had asked me to go to Uncle Bob's and water his tomatoes. For those of you who don't know, Uncle Bob's tomatoes are the greatest aphrodisiac known to mankind. You cannot get tomatoes like Uncle Bob's tomatoes anywhere else on earth. It's the most magical. Anyways, whatever. We had to preserve the tomatoes. So he shows up, and I'm like, oh, hey, my uncle forgot I had to water my uncle's tomatoes. Like, we'll just go to my uncle's house and water his tomatoes together. Which was really weird. But he went along with it. So then
Did you think that you were, like, speaking in code?
No.
Gonna water the tomatoes.
So we drive to Uncle Bob's, and I'm like, oh my god, thank God that Uncle Bob is in Renfrew. Mm-hmm. I'm inviting a stranger that nobody knows to Uncle Bob's house.
It's pretty bad.
Uncle Bob is, like, very private, and, like, he doesn't like people to just, like, know where he lives. But anyways, so I invited him over. I was like, oh, thank God Uncle Bob's out of town. I would be so humiliated if he showed up. And I don't know where. I said, what are you doing here? And I was like, Uncle Bob! He was there! And I was like, oh, hi! This is my friend, my old friend, who I have been friends with for a very long time, and who I did not meet just today. We just came over to do you a favor. Well, anyways, you're home now, so we're gonna go. And then I lost my keys and I couldn't find them. So then we were, like, trapped there for a while. And then, anyways, we finally got the keys and we went to my mom and dad's house, and I was, like, feeling frazzled. And I was like, can we just, like, I don't want to bone, but I just need to lie in bed while we watch cartoons because I'm so tired.
What cartoon were you watching?
Apple Core.
What?
You don't know that?
No.
Okay. there's this cartoon with Chip and Dale where they are at an apple farm.
You watched Chip and Dale, our thing, with a strange man in bed with
you? Yeah, it was really fun, actually. But anyways, this episode, Chip and Dale are at an apple farm, and Donald Duck is also there. Plot twist. So they're trying to steal all the apples from Donald Duck. And then at the end of the episode, I can't explain it. They have an apple core, and they drop it down a well, and they say, apple core! And from inside the well, someone goes, who's your friend? And then he goes, me. And then there's a bomb explosion. I have to show you this cartoon later. My God. You need to understand. You need to know. Oh my God. Another thing that happened was that I was kind of seeing this older man. On one time we were together. We were just kind of hanging out. And I was like, so do you ever vote? I don't know why I asked him. I was like, do you ever vote? And he goes, oh yeah, all the time. And I said,
should have ended it there.
I said, oh yeah? Which party? And he goes, oh, I always vote conservative. And I said, oh, what a coincidence. Because I always vote NDP.
Love it.
And then I was like, oh. And then he treats me to a lecture about how raising the minimum wage has destroyed the economy.
Good.
Yeah. And I was like, and I was really like, so my friend Nicole, she took poli-science in college. She's so smart. She says things exactly how I want to say them, yeah. But I am just like, and I don't have like research, and she knows. But whenever people are like, you should Google, blah, 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 I'm like, I don't need to Google. I have Nicole. I don't need to know things for myself. I have Nicole. Anyways, so at the moment, I was like, I wish Nicole was here. And if there was some way of getting her here right now, I would do it.
FaceTimer.
I should have. Like, honestly, I should have. Anyways, he did not want to see me after that. He was like, I can't be seen with someone who votes NDP. And I was like, okay. Have fun out there.
I honestly think Tinder is good for a person because it makes you have to, like, figure out communication, work through some uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
And deal with rejection.
Yeah.
Because, like...
I'm getting super good at being rejected now, by the way.
Well, actually,
oh my God, I don't like you either. What's up?
Yeah, that was, I think, like, I'm not saying this to sound obnoxious, but I'd never encountered... I mean, I had dated one person before my ex-husband, so...
I had dated no person before.
And then I was married for almost 11 years, so... Like, I didn't have these encounters of being rejected. And, yeah, I think it's a really good learning thing in life.
Yeah.
But I don't have any horror stories, Megan.
Oh, my gosh.
I've been extremely selective of who I actually meet.
Well, that's what I thought I was doing.
You need to run them by me first. You know I will tell you. I need to
do the serial killer assessment quiz for everyone now.
Yeah, just do it in text
because
first.
It works.
Yeah. Do it with me.
Okay, so do you want to hear some of the questions?
Yes, of course I do.
I will pretend that you are somebody I am dating, and I will ask you these questions.
Okay, perfect. Before you ask, I don't know who that, like, Jordan person is.
That's a good thing.
Oh.
You should... I don't want you to know who he is. If you're like, I admire Jordan Peterson, then I would be like, get the fuck out. Do not contact me again. Question 1.
Yes.
Do you admire Ted Bundy? A, yes. B, no. C, sometimes.
Like, I know.
He's a serial killer.
Okay.
Okay.
That's who I thought it was.
You're not like those basic white girls that love true crime?
I do love true crime, but I look for some weird shit.
Yeah.
Okay, B, right? That was no.
No. Okay, that's good. You got the first answer. No red is a green flag.
Yes.
Okay, 2. Do you take pleasure from torturing and or killing small puppies? A, yes. B, no. C, sometimes.
This is legit questions you ask.
That's a basic serial killer
but like
flag.
face to face.
Yeah.
You ask this. Okay, B.
Okay, you're still on a green flag.
Thank you.
Question 3. When I have feelings about something, I, A, ignore them because men don't have feelings. B, process them with a trusted friend or therapist. Or C, convert those troublesome feelings to anger.
I don't do any of those.
Well, what do you do?
Well, I feel my feelings. I allow myself to sit in them.
So you process them.
No, well, it's not even processing. They're just supposed to be felt. So I feel them. I let them be.
That's like a green flag. Is there something that's like greener than a green flag? Because that would be what you just got. You got a turquoise flag.
I think turquoise.
Okay. You don't. You whatever. You get an emerald green flag.
Yes.
Okay. Question 4. Geese are A, majestic creatures. B, from the Dark Lord Satan.
Oh, there's only 2 answers.
Yeah.
But what if?
Maybe they're majestic creatures from the Dark Lord Satan.
I was going to say, they're terrifying. We all know that. We're Canadian. But I kind of love them because they're just, like, they do what they want.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do respect that about them.
But I'll say B.
Yeah. You're still at a green flag.
Yes.
Question 5. Politically, which of the following is more appealing to you? A, a political leader who is financially solvent but racist. B, a political leader who runs up a large deficit and is not racist.
I guess B.
Uh-oh.
Wait, racism is okay?
Oh, wait, no. You're correct.
I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, I thought you chose the racist one. That's why I was like, you got your first red flag.
No.
Okay.
Money is stupid and pretend.
Money comes and goes, but racism is hopefully not
Hopefully
forever.
not forever.
Which of the following children's book titles do you recognize? The Paper Bag Princess. Yes. Make Way for Ducklings. Yes. Amelia Bedelia. Yes. Goodnight Moon. Yes. Green Eggs and Ham. Yes. Frog and Toad. Yes. David's Father.
No.
Do you remember the Robert Munch book where
Yes.
David's father is a giant and then he invites his new friend Julie over to his house?
I'm going to just say no.
Okay.
But I'm sure I do.
Yes. And What Was I Scared Of? Yes. Okay, you got a better score. I should be dating you. Why? Question 6. When is it okay to ghost someone? A, never. B, if you've only spoken to them a couple of times or been out with them one time. C, at any time.
None of those. I think it's okay to ghost someone if they're being a douchebag and not being respectful.
Oh, that's good. I should put that in.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 7. Who is Jordan Peterson? A, I don't know her. B, a douchebag. C, an intellectual who's made a difference in my life.
A.
Okay. 8. My social circle is A, wide. I have many close friends. B, medium. I have some close friends and some acquaintances. C, small. I have 1 or 2 close friends, and most of the social interaction I do is through my job.
C.
Good. I'm your only friend. Good.
You are half of my friend group.
Question 9. How funny am I? A, hilarious. Or B, I've never met anyone funnier.
A. Because I'm funny.
Fuck you. Part 2. True or false? I know how to buy my own clothes, and I know which colors look good on me.
True.
I have been to therapy.
True.
I brush my teeth regularly.
I try.
I shower regularly.
I try.
Women are human beings too. Women are human beings. Just peed myself.
Yes, women are beings too. Oh, fuck.
I was just laughing that I pluralized human. Humans be.
My head hurts.
Stop. You're making me cry.
Oh, fuck.
I'm openly weeping.
Okay.
Women are human beings.
They usually are, yes.
Okay. It is okay for me to make comments on a woman's weight if we are involved romantically or sexually.
If she asks for them. Sure.
Okay, so the stupid guy.
Oh, yeah.
The conspiracy theorist guy. He was like, well, I should probably say no. Are you fucking kidding me?
So
sir?
you're aware, you just still decide to be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am vaccinated.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
If I went on a date and somebody had this and I wasn't aware of it prior, I'd be not happy. I need it sent to me prior so that I can come to it prepared.
Okay. Spooning is a pathetic.
Pathetic.
B, it's okay, I guess, but I wouldn't write home about it. C, I enjoy it. D, essential.
Depends. So between C and D.
Yeah, that's fine. It would only be like a red flag if someone was like, that's pathetic. I'd be like,
fair.
Oh, okay. 7, if a girl has a high sex drive, that means she also has A, low intelligence, B, daddy issues, C, a high sex drive.
Yes.
Yes. And then that's the whole thing. And
that's crazy. I mean, I love it. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely love it. That's what happens when you're old, folks.
Yeah, that is what happens when you're
My
old.
ankles are so swole. Like, they're so swollen. They're so chunky.
Oh my gosh. Let's do online dating safety rules.
Oh.
So mine are make direct eye contact. If making direct eye contact reminds you of a dead fish, do not go on a second date.
Interesting.
Go to a public place. Tell at least 2 girlfriends where you're going, the name of the guy, and then give them his phone number and be like, avenge me.
Yeah.
Avenge me.
Yeah. Well, like, the last date I went on, I sent you a picture. It said the height, full name, all
social insurance number,
his credit card, like, gave all the deets.
Yeah, good. That's what we like.
But yes, I think the most important is just go somewhere public. Go in the day.
Go in the day.
Like, you're just meeting somebody. It doesn't have to be a thing.
Oh, yeah. The first date, I don't really like long dates on the first date. I just want to get in, get out, see what we're dealing with here.
I play everything by ear.
So I'm just like, it's an hour.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Well, I also have chronic fatigue.
That's fair.
So
that is fair.
That's about all I can handle. Unless So sometimes when I go on a first date, if, like, they're really talkative and easy to talk to and can keep the conversation going and I don't have to do it all by myself, that's another thing that fucking annoys me.
Yes.
I used to take Sarah with me everywhere. And the reason I did this is because Sarah's great at keeping a conversation going. I hate keeping the conversation going. I'm like, I just want to vibe, you know?
Well, and I am okay with silence. It's taken me a very long time to get to this place, but I'm okay to sit in silence.
If I don't know someone, I am not okay. I am not okay. I need there to be talking, or I'm gonna freak out and die. That's the end.
One thing I always preface at the beginning of all my dates is I let them know that I have ADHD and that I'm not good at keeping eye contact when I'm talking. Because I'm not. I'm, like, all over the place looking.
Oh, I cannot do eye contact.
I can do eye contact if they're talking to me, but as soon as I start talking, I have to look everywhere. So I always let them know.
For instance, that's because I'm autistic.
It's a trait of just neurodivergent.
Yeah.
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 But I always let them know, because I'm like, I don't want you to think that I'm being rude. Or something, or that you're not interesting.
Oh, I never say that, because I never want anyone to talk about how I don't make eye contact with people. And this one guy had the absolute nerve.
The audacity.
He's like, I noticed you're not making eye contact with me. Are you uncomfortable? And I was like, well, I am now. Thanks for bringing it up, asshole. Guess who you won't be seeing again? Me.
Because I won't be making eye contact.
I just the fact that he referenced it, I was like, whoa, okay. We don't talk about Bruno.
That's so funny. I am the opposite. I will ask the most personal questions because I don't have that understanding of social norms.
Oh. Yeah, I can do the question asking, but if I really like going on dates where the other person also asks
feed
questions
off of each other. Yeah.
and has something to say and has their own activities and friends, not just someone who's like, oh, I'm just like, I don't really do anything. I play video games. I hang out in my basement. Like, fuck off. What makes you think I would be interested in you as a person? I'm sorry.
And then you send them my way because I'm a gamer.
Yeah. If a person only plays video games and talks about sports, then I'm like, I don't...
Yeah, no, sports are a big no-no.
Ugh.
I don't even know how to function.
Make me barf all over myself.
I was very lucky. My first date after not dating for well over 13 years was a really nice date. And we actually ended up talking for over 3 hours. And it was just like a natural flow of conversation.
Yeah.
Which also kind of set me up for failure because I thought that all dates were going to be like that going afterwards.
Yeah.
They were not.
No.
There are some very awkward human beings.
Yeah. I think my thing is I had a really good first date. So I didn't date for a really long time till I was 34 and then I started dating. My first date that I went on was with a guy who had a British accent. So
nice.
Good times.
Step up.
He made a pun about rocks.
Nice.
And he said he didn't like hockey. And I was like, just kidding. I'm kidding. Mom. Mom, don't, Mom. Mom, don't listen. Don't listen, Mom.
Oh my God. This is what I'm really bad for. I feel bad. So I will hold on a friendship.
I do that too.
When I just need to let them go.
The only person I have not broken up with who I've been on a date with, conspiracy theorist guy, obviously I didn't continue talking to, but my ex-boyfriend who was severely transphobic. I was I just can't deal with this.
Yeah, that's
and I was like, once someone is in my life, I'm like, it's like, I'll never abandon you ever until we die. So,
I feel like I turn into their mom and I'm like, I need to take care of you.
Yeah, I get that maternal thing and I'm just like, it annoys me because I feel like men have the bar so low and so they have gotten lazy and feel like they don't need to try sometimes.
Well, and then there's the other side of it where I'll meet somebody and I'll be like, you know what? I really want to be this person's friend, but they fall in love with me. And I'm like, well, I don't want that. And I
would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
I've decided I'm going to use meatloaf as my safe word going forward in life.
Meatloaf. Henry's ready to be on the podcast.
Loves.
Okay. Come on, buddy. It's time for your interview. How come they both want to be with you? What am I, chopped liver? Oh, my chunky boy.
We're still recording, aren't we?